Hello everybody, this is Adam here for A Strings, and in today's video we are doing something off the cuff. I was in our local town centre yesterday. Our local town centre is Pontypridd. For those of you that don't know, Pontypridd is just north of Cardiff. For those of you that don't know Cardiff, it is the capital of Wales. Wales is the bit that's attached to England. If any of you are not from the UK, we are our own country, but just letting you know, it's part of that. It's stuck on the side there. So I was in Pontypridd and I actually saw someone walk past with this in their hands, and I rang Tom straight away and I said, I've just seen someone's bought a guitar, and they bought a guitar from a budget high street retailer. We don't need to name names, there's no point. And do you want me to go and take a look? Do you want me to see what it's like? Because every single year we get people coming in saying, we bought this for our son/daughter to learn, and for some reason they're not getting on with it. Can you take a look? And 9 times out of 10, they are abominable. So I said, shall I go and take a look, see what it's like? Went in, and just from looking, we haven't opened the box. We haven't checked it out properly because we wanted to save it for on camera. This looks like one of those. So let's take a look. So this is the acoustic guitar. It says so on the box there, acoustic guitar. Now Tom will get some amazing close-ups of this in the box, and then we will unbox it as well. Now you can see here, it does have on it toy sale. Now I will say a few times in this video, yes, if you're buying something at £20 there or thereabouts, it's going to be a toy. It is going to be a toy. Regardless of whether it's advertised as a musical instrument, you may get something second-hand. You may get something in a charity shop that is a proper instrument that'll be £20. But at this sort of price, regardless of whether it says instrument, I would be very, very surprised if you're going to get something of any sort of quality. So for those of you watching, if you follow us on the channel, you've already got an interest in instruments and guitars, so you'll probably be able to decipher between what's an instrument and what isn't an instrument. But for those of you that are watching that maybe have never ever bought, if you're looking to buy for a friend or family, these are the pitfalls to avoid. Now, I could have looked at this and said, yeah, it's a toy, it's obvious it's a toy, it's in the toy section, but this is where it wound me up. And this is where I got fired up and I was like, I'm buying it, I'm bringing it, and we're doing a video. Is the description on the back. Start your musical career here with this great sounding, classically styled acoustic guitar. Perfect for a beginning musician, easy to play with clear fret markings and a great sound. Now this is where it's annoying. If you don't know what you're looking for and you don't know what you're buying, you don't have to have a tech background, or you don't have to be a guitar expert. But if you don't know what you're looking for and you see perfect for a beginning musician, 20 quid, and it's perfect for a beginner. Brilliant. Now, obviously, if someone's starting, you don't want to be spending the world. You don't want to be spending hundreds of pounds on someone to start playing. But that's advertising saying that it's playable. In any sense of the word. It's advertising that it's a playable instrument. Let's find out if it is. Before we get into the box, I can see on the side of this here that you could put a deck of cards under the strings, between the strings and the fretboard. It all looks plastic. In fact, I'm only now noticing that the frets are not even frets. The frets are just painted on. So there we are. There's that. I'm going to get Tom to get some close-ups, and then I'm going to open the box. All right then. So you've seen as much of a close-up as I have. I'm opening the box. Now I would say this is just like Christmas, but I don't know whether it's going to be a very good Christmas. I need a knife. Yes. I think that's it. Nope. Okay. Here we go. So, there we go. Now you could see before we even opened it that this is a completely plastic guitar. The wood is a sticker, and it's fine. It's 20 quid, 20 English pounds. We're not expecting it to be, fancy, but we would like it to be playable, at least to some degree, if it advertises that it is perfect for beginners. That's all we're asking for. Now, as I said, there are no frets. There's little, tiny ridges that are painted on, and that's it. I'm going to see if the tuners work. It's all plastic. The back is plastic. And again, we're not getting away from the fact that it's a toy. It's a plastic toy. It's just the description on the back. The tuners look fine. They look, they're open geared. They look just like you'd get on a classical set. So they look okay. Everything else is plastic. Now the test is going to be whether I can get this tuned to pitch. It's already impossible to play. So let's see if we can get it tuned to pitch. Okay, so it has tuned to concert pitch. It has tuned up and it's stayed, and the bridge has stayed on and everything. So it's got up there. As you can see, it's impossible to play. There's no truss rod. For those of you that don't know, a truss rod is a metal rod that runs through the neck to keep the neck straight, or we can add or take away some relief to compensate for temperature changes and things like that. There isn't one. Again, 20 quid, we know. So there's not even an adjustment there. This whole piece is a molded bit of plastic, so we can't even take the saddle down to lower it, to make it playable. That's in tune. I don't know if you could hear that with my mic. I mean, yeah. And I suppose the main point of this is, if you are looking for something for a beginner, don't go cheap. Don't go cheap. We're not saying spend hundreds. You don't need to spend hundreds. We've got guitars here starting from £80 for nylon string student guitars and £100 for steel string. You don't need to spend hundreds of pounds. What we're saying is, don't be tempted by the middle aisle in shops. Don't be tempted by one of these thinking that you're getting a guitar. Most of you out there, 95, if not 99% of you out there, know your biscuits and you know what you're looking for. So if you or someone you know is looking for a beginner guitar, please, please, please don't go cheap. Don't get something that, even though it advertises as being perfect for a beginner, check it out. Take some photos and send them to your local music shop. If you send us photos on Facebook, we'll tell you absolutely not, or that looks okay, that looks workable. Things like the fact you can remove a bridge, things like a truss rod will be able to help. Those little things. You may bargain out. You may get something at 40, 50 pounds. Brilliant. What you don't want to do is put someone off. And this is a toy. If you've got a young child, perfect. If it gets them into the guitar and gets them, stuck with the bug, awesome. But do not expect anyone to play anything on this. That being said, I have been Adam for A Strings. This has been the £20 high street guitar, and I'm going to leave you with this little ditty.